Not sure who put that report together, but they hit the nail on the head.
A new report finds widespread failures at Chicago public schools in the wake of a sex abuse scandal.
Upsetting and disappointing, but not surprising.
So what went wrong?
Good evening. I'm Erica Sargent. Rob has the night off. There is no quick fix for that sex abuse scandal. Outside investigators found deficiencies in training, reporting, collecting data, and more. CBS 2's Lauren Victory is live tonight at CPS headquarters. Lauren.
Good evening, Erica. School starts in a little over 2 weeks for Chicago kids, and in every building there will be these new posters about preventing and reporting abuse. That is in addition to several policy and technical changes, with more on the way now that this report is out.
As she flips through 96 pages of Chicago Public School future fixes and current failures, Lynette Record recalls 4 years of fighting for her daughter Tamara after a substitute teacher at CPS came on too strong.
It hurts, but it's time that it comes out.
CPS looked into more than 1,600 reports of potential sexual harassment in the 26-2017 school year alone. But its investigators are not consistently trained, and tracking of these incidents is deeply flawed. That's a conclusion of outside counsel Maggie Hickey after sifting through thousands of documents and interviewing more than 80 CPS employees.
Yeah, it was extremely re-traumatizing, and probably worse to me than the event itself was how poorly I was treated by CPS investigators and how clear it was that there was such a lack of a system, an outline, or anything.
Former CPS student Morgan Aranda repeated those claims before state legislators earlier this summer.
I felt like I was the one under investigation.
Hickey's report confirms them, adding a lack of a clear investigations process made it, quote, unlikely that evidence was stored or preserved consistently and caused many victims to be, quote, asked the wrong questions by untrained employees. The 3-month preliminary review of CPS practices also discovered background check inconsistencies. Sometimes volunteers or vendors were not screened at all. CPS committed to rechecking everyone before the 2018-2019 school year, but the report flags the need to create a reliable follow-up system. Training about sexual misconduct policies and how to report potential incidents are marked as huge areas for improvement as well. The head of CPS says the district plans to teach not only employees, but students and parents about changes.
There was a lot there to unpack, but what I'm doing is looking at it as a roadmap so that we can do more to protect our children.
I know now that it's not just me, blowing smoke out my own ears. This is real.
Now, a footnote in this report says that the Chicago Teachers Union input was requested from the Chicago Teachers Union, but that request went unreturned. We reached out to CTU's vice president, who says he can't recall anyone from Maggie Hickey's office reaching out. That said, CTU sent us a different statement today, or a separate statement today, blaming the district's problems on the mayor. I'm Lauren Victory reporting live outside CPS headquarters, CBS 2 News. Erica.
Lauren, thank you.